common course. It's based on the course that Jim and I teach at U of M, but it takes it a step further. One thing it does is it creates a greater network for our graduates. They get to work with students from here, from Lansing, from Detroit, from all over the state. And together, they put into practice what they've learned in our classes and classes that are similar at these other two great universities. And the film that we made last year that was created, this is a summer course that we created last year called Appleville, premiered at the Detroit Institute of Arts in March of this year. And the film that we're working on right now called Beauty Queen will premiere there next year. So again, I hope you come out, watch the schedule at the Detroit Film Theater for Beauty Queen. And I should mention that both of these films made in this consortium of the three great universities were written by U of M screenwriters. Last year, the director was from U of M. This year, the director is from Wayne. One thing that I can say is that our U of M program is an undergraduate program. Both Wayne and Michigan State have graduates as well as undergraduates in this common course. And our undergraduates definitely hold their own. So you can be proud of what they do. I'm not sure how we're doing for time. We're fine. Good. What might be fun to sort of move us, from the heavy to something lighthearted and to reintroduce us to what it's like to be an undergraduate or a recent graduate. We have a short behind-the-scenes documentary about the film we made last year through the Creative Film Alliance. So this is during the making of the film. One thing I can say is you won't see scenes from the finished film in this because we had professional Screen Actor Guild actors in most of the principal roles. Actually, you may see a couple shots, but they're limited because of the SAG rules regarding what we can and can't show out of with the contract we have. But it runs about 12 minutes. I thought it might be fun just to move to what it's like to actually be there on set, to see the energy, to see kind of the camaraderie that happens, because it's an unusual thing, I think, for all of you to think about if you were in a class at U of M and suddenly side by side with students from Wayne or from Michigan State. But it's really a great community, and it's about this idea of building the future here in Michigan for our alumni. That's what this is really about. So we'll take a peek at that, sure. And then perhaps we can go to Q&A, or sure. Jim may have some other things to say. All right. Let's see if I can get this working.
I wonder if we could dim the lights. Do you know if we can dim the lights? Oh,
Sound! Speed! Rolling!
You're about to see movie magic. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alright, you set right there. Focus. Action. And cut.
Cut!
Every Jew is in the building.
This is the historic occasion.
Actually, we heard a couple rumors around the university, and I received an email just asking me to apply for it.
So this group came together, and I kind of introduced the idea of what we wanted to do.
I think it's a great idea.
All of these great, creative, young minds are coming together.
This Creative Alliance, where for the first time we bring together these three great universities, Wayne State, Michigan State, University of Michigan, to work on a creative project.
We'll be shooting a week and a half or so and just trying to work out all the details today.
You can edit that out, right?
We're going to try to make a film in a very short amount of time.
I've got to call around, try and barter, see if I can get something cheaper from another company.
Hopefully it's the beginning of a great collaboration.
I like this lens a lot. Although on the bus, we're never, ever, 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 ever going to get to use it.
We've been losing young students and young people in Michigan for quite some time now, and they're going to other cities. They're going to Chicago and Atlanta and New York. Many film students have been leaving here and hightailing it to Los Angeles to try to get their start in this business, understandably. But now with all of this runaway production in California, and these movies are going all over the country now with various incentives, these students for the first time are coming out of these fabulous programs, and they don't have to leave our state. They can stay here because the work is coming here.
We're at the very beginning, the planning stage. We've got a script, but we're going through a rewrite. What we're trying to do at this point is get everybody literally on the same page so that we're all making the same movie.
Speed. Rolling sound. Roll camera. Rolling.
Well, Appleville is it's a heist comedy. And we're all coming together with crew and professors.
Teaming up with U of M has actually been pretty
We
interesting.
be friends. Why can't we be friends?
Contrary to what I thought was going to happen. You know, I thought MSU was going to be terrible. Like, I had nightmares about it.
You know, I just really looking at it, I think the project's going to crash and burn.
It's funny, just last week we were making a joke. We had equipment from both schools, and for some reason the equipment just wouldn't work together. And we were making a joke, like, not even our equipment works. Like, our equipment is rivaling with each other. We were, laughing at stuff like that. But no, the chemistry has been incredible.
The Appleville photo shoot.
But no, everyone's so cool. Everyone's so nice.
I love it. Everyone works together very, very well, and, you don't know what to think of it at first when you first meet everyone, but it's been nothing but good things.
And we're hoping to not only make a sweet movie, but also sort of show that a film community is building in Michigan, and hopefully, form connections ourselves so that we can go out and help be a part of it.
Got
It cost a few $1 million to sign him, but we got him. Talked to his agent. We have to give him some distribution points, gross revenue points, but we got him.
I hear everything you're saying.
I know.
And I agree.
When I first heard about the Creative Film Alliance, I thought of it as a class, I'll be honest.
And I think we all really understood the scope of how big what we were doing was and how there's a lot of people watching us,
When we got to the retreat and I saw film crews and, people being interviewed.
This is team building.
And, of course, we had people from the Michigan Film Office come and speak to us. It hit me, it dawned on me that, whoa, this is bigger than I thought.
And this will be an annual film institute, and it'll probably get bigger as the years go on.
It's neat. Get them while they're young and kind of get them to stay here.
That's always been the big challenge, keeping them here. We're the test subjects for this new push, so.
ISO 160 f-stop 8, tech run 1, take 3.
This is going to be critical for Michigan to diversify our economy, to keep our young people here, and to continue this trek of rebounding.
Everybody benefits. The students get experience, but at the same time, the state of Michigan now gets qualified individuals that are very capable of, putting together movies, putting together, productions that are of high quality.
Rehearsal's up, quiet please.
When I look at what's happening back here from that very beginning, the beginning stages, to see that here we are as we speak in early August, and we're actually out here watching a movie take shape. And this is all students.
That's for myself, it's the biggest project that it's the biggest project I've ever worked on that's all just students, really, all people our age.
I'm learning, a complete production from, lighting to sound to everything. I get bits and pieces every time we meet.
Yeah. It's going pretty well. A couple curveballs here and there, but...
Straight wet. Day 3 of Appleville. Disaster strikes.
Right over there, you got the sun, now the cloud in the sky. Right over there, a little bit of cloud cover. But you know what? I couldn't ask for better weather right now.
We don't care about rain or shine. We don't care about no sunshine. No, we don't care about if it snows or what. We just want to shoot.
Boy, get the umbrella! Get the umbrella!
Go, go, go!
Our appreciation and our gratitude for you for granting us this opportunity to be the first in the Michigan Creative Film Alliance.
And I'm going to look this way, and I want to get a picture. Okay.
I'd like to thank Governor Jennifer Granholm because it was through her vision and her commitment that this came into being. It never would have happened without her.
Very cool. I'm Kimberly Rice. I'm from Wayne State University as managing producer. Great. Nice to meet you.
She has been an ardent supporter of this. She has recognized the benefits, and she has the capability to see ahead and see where this can go and how it can evolve into something that's just very good for all of the citizens of Michigan.
It's really great that you're the pioneers. Hope you feel very special, because you are. And don't blow it, okay?
We learned so much from the program. We built a team, and we learned to work together in spite of our differences and where we come from. Yeah.
Taylor, can we have you do this again? Thank you. What? Can we just have you walk through it again?
Yeah.
Thanks.
The energy on set tonight's amazing. It's so cool.
1, 2, 3.
This is what it's all about.
This is the big one.
I don't know if anyone's ready for this.
On this shot, we're having every single character appear in a vignette of redemption to close out the movie, to show all of them arc and all of them finding redemption. So
hopefully the 3 universities are doing a good job of showing collaboration among, the various faculty of the 3 universities, setting an example for the students. Because what a film is all about collaboration.
I wanna rock with you all night, rock the night away.
Yeah, this is ours.
Let's do the footsteps first, and then we'll do a different track with the hair shaking.
Earlier I was the production designer for the film, and now I am part of the Foley crew. Right now we have picture lock, meaning we have everything cut to the video, so now we're just going through and like syncing the audio and adding these various sort of backgrounds and effects.
In a film setting, getting good quality audio is difficult and in some cases impossible. You can't have an exposed microphone. It has to be picked up by what we call a boom or a shotgun microphone at some distance. Body mics have to be hidden. So what our job is, once the picture has been locked, once the picture is all done, we go back then and try to recreate that audio from what was recorded on set. There's a lot to do because we take all of these individual pieces. We had over 12 gigabytes of live audio that was recorded in shooting.
I'm supposed to be synced up this week with all the audio by Friday at some point, so I think I have a total of 13 hours in the studio this week.
By the time we get done, we've brought all these files in. There's over 800 separate shots that all have to have files brought in to them, synced up, matched, and then all the Foley, the music, sound effects, and then getting mixed into a surround situation.
And we're trying to do a 5.1 surround sound mix, so we have to figure that in there and all that time.
I think we're on track. Fingers crossed. We will certainly get it done. Absolutely.
Let's get the whole crew over here for the last shot.
I hope we all execute it like I know we can.
How'd it sound?
Wonderful.
Then we're wrapped!
Yeah!
A wrap for everybody!
Gentlemen, take a seat.
Okay.
Here, you can have your notes back, Jim.
Those are Robert's.
Oh, Rob?
I'm just throwing one word about
You bet.
Phil. He said I might say something. This historic collaboration came about clearly because of the incentives. We want to create a self-sustaining industry, which means you have to create your own stories and develop your own directors, your above the line talent, as well as train the crews. Otherwise, every project is an import. Professor Rayher is a genius at teaching these students every single job. I can teach them how to write, produce some, and a little bit of editing. Robert knows everything, and he has to be responsible for all of it. And when we set up this collaboration, it was built on this course we designed 423, but it's really Robert having to show our collaborators how you run a production of this size. Now, we had to make a decision this year. Should we go forward with it? We tough, raising the financing to move forward. But the dean, Terry McDonald of LS&A, largest college at U of M, really appreciates this program. He had us premiere this the day after the Detroit Institute of Arts to the Dean's Advisory Council, which, as you know, many of the powerful people come from that council, including Governor Snyder. They were blown away by what we did, and the dean said, we want to continue our support of this program. And U of M's led the way. So we made a decision. You know what? We're going to go forward, come hell or high water. We don't know what will happen in the future. It's possible this will go away, and it's possible it'll come back. We want to be ready. Beyond that, it's a great educational experience, and that's our job. Even if we go back to the business of merely training great people to leave. At the end of the day, the University of Michigan is going to be just fine. The graduates I mentioned earlier, people like Peter Benedict, Bob Shea, they built our program. They give back. Our students who are out there writing films, and every time you turn on a television show these days, you'll find another U of M writer. We also have a great television writing program as part of our screenwriting program. They're going to give back. U of M will be fine. The rest of the state, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you can continue not only to lose population, but lose the best and brightest of your creative class. So, we're keeping the hope alive via this program. One other thing we have for you, I'm not going to get too much in the details, but those of us who are responsible for pushing the first incentive law, in an effort to save it, came together in a coalition called Amend Don't End. People like Mitch Albom, myself, Mike Binder, Marcia Fishman from SAG, Tim McGee from IATSE, Pat Doherty from the Teamsters, all across the state, Hopwood Dupree from TikTok Studios in Holland, on and on and on. And we tried to take together the proposals of everybody from Raleigh Studios, from Michigan Film First, and come up with a program that maybe we didn't all agree 100% on, but that we agreed was a way of helping us save this. And a way of doing it, obviously, is to improve the amount of money that comes directly back into the state treasury, if that's going to be a major sticking point. So towards that end, you can read our solutions. One of them is we propose cutting our incentive from 42% to 32%. As a way of getting more bang for our buck. That will stretch out for each dollar spent. We will be able to get more, production value in the state, so to speak, and a bigger return to the state treasury, as well as other ways, improvements on the original law, a way to end some of the abuses and to collect more fees and limit some of the fees that go to out of state. We think it's a smart program. We think it will make us still in that upper echelon of competitive states, keeps us on track to be Louisiana. So you can pick up one of these, in terms of Louisiana, in terms of film and television, digital production. We put on there that we think that everything made in the state of Michigan should have the Pure Michigan logo, including that in the credits and the DVD. It's a way to synergize the Pure Michigan campaign with the film incentives, and let's face it, nothing creates tourism and works with tourism quite so well as the movie business. Just go to the Grand Hotel and see how they're still doing well off of Somewhere in Time. Was that made 100 years ago?